Pope Francis backs down and accepts the resignation of a Nigerian bishop who had been rejected for years by priests of his diocese. Edward Pentin, Rome correspondent for EWTN's National Catholic Register, joins us. Edward, what are the reasons the Vatican gave for the Pope accepting Bishop Peter Okpalake's resignation?
Well, the bishop wrote a pastoral letter on Ash Wednesday, basically saying that he didn't think it was beneficial for him to stay as bishop of the diocese because of this opposition from priests, and also because the Pope's appeal to the priests was heeded as far as the Pope was concerned, in the sense that they wrote to him repenting of their rejection of this bishop.
So what exactly didn't the priests in his diocese reject in him, or what was it about him?
Well, it's really because he was an outsider appointed by Benedict XVI in 2012. He was considered to be part of a sort of general conspiracy by the leadership in the Church of Nigeria against this tribe in the diocese, linguistic tribe. And they felt that it was just another part of a conspiracy of oppression against this tribe.
Well, today's announcement comes after Pope Francis in June issued a harsh ultimatum to the priests in the diocese. What was the ultimatum, and why was it considered so strong?
Well, the ultimatum really was to ask for total obedience from the priests to the Pope for his appointments, in this appointment in particular. And he asked them to write a letter to him within 30 days saying that they were pledging fidelity and obedience to the Pope about this and repenting of rejecting the bishop. And it was so strong really because he felt it was a scandal to the Church that such disobedience would be made public. And he really wanted that put right.
It's not very often you hear about such kind of ultimatums from the Pope on this. What kind of implications do you think this could have for the future?
Well, it's interesting that it comes at this time because there's a lot of pressure, as many viewers will know, against rather pressure on the Pope to force the resignation of Bishop Barros in Chile, who's been accused of witnessing sexual abuse. So this case is really being used perhaps by some as saying that the Pope's authority is being challenged, and that if you do challenge it, he may succumb to accepting pressure to have the resignation of a bishop, in this case Bishop Barros. So it could set a precedent in that sense.
Okay, we'll continue to be watching to see if it does and if this happens in any other parts of the world. Edward Pentin, Rome correspondent for EWTN's National Catholic Register, thanks so much.
Thanks, Wyatt.